So I'm heading back to my house, but I pulled over and I saw this plaque, and this lady is a geologist, and she's big time into the Texas Arlington College and just a whole bunch of stuff. But it's funny that she's a geologist and she's surrounded by Masonic temples. There's a Masonic temple down that way, and there's a Masonic temple along the railroad, two of them over there. There was a Masonic temple at the church, that Baptist church. So then I see this old house. It's now called Fielder Museum. And she just happens to be a geologist. And it's just an old house. It's really pretty. But when I passed by it from the road, I could have sworn I saw windows going underground, and they're closed right now. Oh, and look at that. This is what I saw when I went by this highway, and there's a Masonic lodge on the other side. Is this here window with an arch on top. So if that was a window for a real window, why would we know that that one has a little arch thingy, and that one, well, it's not arched, it's straight. Usually they're arched, but the same window is underground. So at the same top, and look at how they got it all blocked. Like, don't look at that. Don't look at these windows underground. They didn't finish digging because we're on a hill. We're on a hill of this old house. I mean, the bricks look like they're in pretty good condition compared to what I see on my favorite videos that I watch. And those bricks are blackened right there. Those bricks look like they got hot, definitely, above that window. And they don't look like that. We know the heat came from the bottom, so we see that window. Beautiful staircase. I'm sure this wasn't a busy street back then. Oh, look at that. Look at this transportation of the times that they were building this house, right? And I'm looking at the ground, and there's just pieces of brick all over the place. They even used the brick to hold this into place. That's pretty neat, right? Get your feet all nestled up in there. Put a blanket over you. Go out for a ride. Or go build a house like that. Got another window underground. Let's go up here on this porch and see what this plaque makers. Let's see what the plaque makers had to say on this here one. Local landowner and community leader James Park Fielder, 1948, and his wife Maddie Barnes, 1950, erected this house in 1914 using steel lathing and other innovative techniques. The brick prairie style structure had a large basement to provide storage space for the fruits and vegetables grown on the surrounding acreage, known as the Home on the Hill. The Fielder residence was a popular gathering place and a landmark for the citizens of Arlington. That one was recorded in 1979. That was the story, that was his story that he decided to make in 1979. But it's really pretty up in there. It was erected by a wagon like the one in my backyard, and that one right there. I mean, how gorgeous, right? And I mean, they could have kept on digging it out, but I guess they just decided to stop. They were like, we can't really dig out any more of this house because we're already making this story of how we built it with no tools and our horse and buggy. So let's just leave it underground. The big basement. Right? So that's that. Love you guys.